What's up, everybody? Welcome back to From the Crypt. I'm Derek. Today, I'm talking about some more 2024 horror. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm playing catch up because I have missed a lot from the year. The beginning of the year wasn't the best for me. And honestly, it hasn't gotten really much better, but at least now the stuff is coming to streaming services. So I'm going to be playing a lot of catch up. So hopefully, if you guys missed some of these, we can watch it together, I guess. But I am talking about Stream, directed by Michael Levy. God, almost botched that. That came out in August of this year. I am talking spoilers for this one. So, let's go with a super quick plot synopsis. A family stays at the wrong effing hotel at the worst effing time. So, who is in Stream? We have the always awesome Jeffrey Combs as Mr. Lockwood, Danielle Harris as Elaine Keenan, she's always awesome too, and Charles Edwin Powell as Roy Keenan. So, what is good about Stream? Now, I'm going to tell you, the reason this movie was on my radar was because the Terrifier crew was involved with this. Damien did the practical effects. Paul Wiley did the score. Phil Falcone worked as a producer. And I will tell you, Damien's effects, awesome. As I'm sure everybody expected. Paul Wiley's score, his music just blows me away. The whole synthwave-ness that he goes for, it gets me right there. And I love it. There was one thing that I noticed in this movie that I think it was supposed to be Lockwood doing the killing, but they had a heart drill. That's the Walmart cheap brand of drill. And the H was scribbled out, so it just said art. So I almost wonder if they just had David Howard Thornton just doing the drilling. If somebody knows the answer to that question, drop it down below. I will go ahead and say like Danielle Harris is awesome. Like when I say I love Danielle Harris, I mean her movies are good for the most part, or at least she's a good part of the movies. And her podcast with Scout Taylor Compton, I do enjoy listening to that. So I hope to meet her at a con sometime and just tell her how awesome she is. But I'm sure she hears that from everybody. Her death in the movie was pretty solid. You know, with like barbed wire or something. I can't remember. But yeah, it was brutal. Damien, top notch. I was pissed that she died, though. I was hoping she would survive. Now, some of the kills in the movie were awesome. Let me just get that out of the way. The arcade kill, where the guy's just playing, hey, I'm going to try to get my high score, and then gets his head bashed into the joystick, and then his eye is like on the joystick. Awesome. There's a part where the guy that is literally built like a brick shit house knocks a guy down, or like there's a struggle, throws him down, and he pushes a vending machine over and it just on him. Loved that one. The hot tub chick kill, especially with the corkscrew to the foot. Fuck all that. And then Dave, the guy, I'm going to refer to him as Mike from It. When he gets his eye like drilled and you see like the eye stuck on the drill floating around. Awesome stuff. So, what is bad about Stream? Unfortunately, there is some things. I thought it was odd. I guess I wouldn't say this one was bad, but it was just odd to me that it opened up, like when it opens up on the family and the guy watching the videos, I kind of was like, oh, one of his kids died, and that's why he's going back and watching his old home movies and stuff. Well, they're alive. They're just old. But the way he was acting was like they were, like one of them was dead. And it's like, no, you've got a kid that's glued to his computer, and then you've got a rebellious daughter. They're alive. That's nothing to cry about in my mind. They're alive. Some of the kills were kind of lame in this one. I will say that. D. Wallace's kill, I like, show it. Show it. You showed it for the other stuff. Show it. Because it cuts away and then, yeah, she's getting drilled to the head. which that's what I mentioned earlier with the heart drill. And then the hot tub dude, it's not like it was bad. It was just like, when you got awesome stuff and you've got like barely okay stuff, I will say the surprise bottle to the face, that came out of nowhere. So I did enjoy that, but the rest of it was not big on. Man. I know bad decisions in horror movies can dictate how much fun we have from time to time. There was a lot of stupid in this one, and I've got a list. So in the beginning, Dee Wallace is vacuuming. Vacuum cord gets snipped. The guy, the rats did it. Rats know how to work scissors. She couldn't piece that together. Because if it's chewed, you know. Scissors, it's too clean. Dumb. There was a chick at the car, standing there smoking, and the guy starts running towards her. Oh my God, why won't my car door open? I don't know, maybe it's because you put your car keys on the roof of your car like 10 seconds prior. How many times do you need to jerk the door handle before you realize your car's locked? I don't know, apparently 10 times. A hotel that does not take credit cards. Yeah, that should have been a big red flag to the family. I would have been like, what do you mean you don't take credit cards? This ain't like a pay-by-the-hour place. Huh. In my mind, that would have just set off a flag. I'd be like, we'll find something else, thank you. In Danielle Harris's room, or that family's room, if you look, there were no extra locks on the door. Not the little chain thing, not the lock thing that you like, boom, 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 and then like the door can only open so far. None of that. That would have also raised a lot of red flags up here. Mike from It's heel turn. I didn't like that at all. I thought that was dumb. I did not like that at all. And I had earlier in the movie, there were scenes where it's like, he's a retired cop, he's got a gun. Oh, there's the killer. I was like, why aren't you blasting like Danny DeVito at this point in time? But then that answers that, but it's still kind of dumb. So it's all dumb all around and regarding that. Now, in my previous experience with horror, it's very rare if you get this many horror icons or horror veterans all together and the movie ends up being like amazing, like groundbreaking. I've got some names and then also some characters from the movies they were in, because I forgot to look up their names to type them in. But the way I'm going to tell them to you, you should know them or at least be somewhat familiar with them. So we've got Santa from Terrifier 3. His kill was lame. It was lights went off. Didn't see it. Jeffrey Combs, which I've already mentioned. Danielle Harris. Ozzy from Leprechaun. David Howard Thornton. Dee Wallace, Tony Todd, Michael from It, Felicia Rose, Bill Moseley, Tim Curry, Terry Kaiser. There's a lot of awesome right there. And I don't know. Movies just can't find a way to perfectly harness that, in my opinion. If you know something else that's like, hey, this has a bunch of horror vets in it, check this out. You're going to love it. Comment it down below. Please. I always welcome it. So let's move to rewatch by review. Would I watch this again? Probably not. Leaning more towards no. Will I buy it? Nah, I'm not really looking to buy it. If it was like a $5 Blu-ray or something at like Disc Replay, maybe. Especially considering it, I don't know what the special features would be. Behind the scenes and commentaries, deleted scenes and gag reel and stuff. If it had a lot of features on it, I would definitely be very interested in that. But what score would I give this? I'm going to go with a 5.5. It was okay and had some awesome to it, but it did have some not so greatness to it. So I guess that'll do it for stream, guys. Make sure to comment down below if you've seen it. Do you like it? Am I wrong? Let's have a talk. Also, drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed yourself, and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, until next time, have a good one, guys.